Back in 2022, BYD became the first major EV company to invest and bet big in Brazil. 4 years on, it's now launching its high-luxury brand, Denza, in a display of confidence in the country's market, following the opening last year of a plant in the northeast of Brazil, a former Ford facility in the city of Camaçari, state of Bahia. Great Wall Motors, or GWM, also opened a factory in Brazil in a plant formerly owned by Mercedes. The two Chinese car makers are currently the main players in Brazil's EV market. But at the recent São Paulo Auto Show, several other Chinese companies also came to display their products and present their plans for expansion in the Brazilian market.
Over the last couple of years, electric mobility has been the most visible industry, fueled by Chinese investment in Brazil. Now doors to the market have been opened, big players are committed, factories are up and running, and efforts are ongoing to consolidate businesses and keep them relevant long term.
The vice president of BYD in Brazil, a former government minister, says electric mobility is just one phase of the growing maturity of business relations across sectors.
In this consolidation of commercial relations, Chinese companies are starting to invest strongly in Brazil in several sectors. They have already invested in energy and telecommunication services, and now in consumer goods, including durable goods like cars, where China holds technology representing the global transition and innovation of the automotive industry.
The service sector has also been increasingly targeted by the Chinese, with Didi expanding operations under the 99 brand, and Meituan, China's largest delivery platform, recently launched in Brazil under the name Keta, investing heavily to compete for a share of the market.
China tends to think long-term. Strategically, Brazil is a market that will continue to grow because it is still very unequal. As the Brazilian economy strengthens, its consumer market tends to expand. Today, only about a third of the population can be considered a potential consumer market.
In infrastructure, Chinese companies are already well established, especially in electricity generation and transmission. China Three Gorges, CTG, is one of the key players and places Brazil high among its priorities.
Today we are very mature in Brazil. We have been operating here for more than 10 years, managing assets and dealing with Brazil's regulatory and institutional environment. So we know the country well. Brazil is today and will continue to be CTG's largest investment platform outside China.
As global investment patterns shift, Brazil seems to be becoming not simply just another market for Chinese companies, but a long-term base of operations. Paulo Cabral, CGTN, São Paulo.